story. There reigned in Phrygia a king named Midas. He was weak and ignorant, miserly and greedy. It seems that everything he did was backwards, and rumor has it that he didn't even pray to the gods. Today, Midas was chosen to judge a music contest between the little snub-nosed god Pan and the great, majestic god Apollo. When Apollo played, the world was in beautiful harmony, but when Pan played, he blew shrill, discordant noises. Reports have suggested that all the animals ran and hid when Pan played. It was clear that anyone with a sense of music would have voted Apollo the winner, but stupidly, Midas crowned Pan the winner with a laurel wreath. Apollo was outraged. We are getting a live news feed. Yes, it appears that in Apollo's rage, he yells at Midas, quote, "Someone as tone deaf as you should have ears to match." This just in, Midas has donkey ears. Today's top story. Midas has grown his hair out to cover his donkey ears. No one in the kingdom realized that he had donkey ears, though. He went to the barber to get a trim, and much to the barber's surprise, he found donkey ears on Midas's head. Midas has sworn the barber to secrecy. Today's top story. It appears the barber is having difficulty keeping the king's secret. The barber dug a hole in the bank of River Pactolus and whispered the secret into the hole. We are going live to River Pactolus.
I'm here at River Pactolus, and it seems that something very strange is happening here. The wind can ask questions and the reeds can answer them. It's tough to make out, but if we just listen. I believe the wind is asking who has donkey ears, and the reeds are saying Midas has donkey ears. Back to you, Evnicus.
It's official. Midas has donkey ears, and now we know to keep secrets away from barbers. Today's top story. Dionysus, the god of feasting and merriment, threw a summer party. One of the party guests, Silenus, fell asleep through the party until it ended. Luckily, two of Midas's guards found him and brought him back to Midas with a rosy wreath on his head. Much to Midas's surprise, Silenus also had donkey ears. Midas was happy to entertain him, and they played like children for days. Midas became concerned that Dionysus would be looking for Silenus, so he returned Silenus to Dionysus. This just in. Dionysus, in gratitude of Midas returning Silenus, will grant Midas one of his any wishes. Reports say King Midas' eyes grew wide and his heart grew cold, and he wished, quote, "I want everything I touch to turn to gold." Today's top story. The king's palace turns to chaos. King Midas turns everything into gold. Soon the palace gleamed of 100 suns. The earth turns gold beneath his feet. His cup and his plate and utensils are all turned to gold. He cannot eat because his meat, vegetables, dessert, all turn to gold. He cannot drink because his wine has turned into a solid ribbon of gold. Let's go live to Midas's palace, to our field reporter.
It's all gold and chaos here at King Midas's palace. He has turned his servants into gold in his frantic quest for food. Here comes King Midas now. King Midas, can I ask you?
Oops, that looks like our field reporter's last report. Today's top story. Midas has regrets. King Midas thought he would be happy with his wish and become the richest man in the world. However, nothing could be farther from the truth. Reports have surfaced that Midas was overheard crying, quote, "Why did I ever ask for such a stupid gift? What a fool I am." Witnesses say Midas consulted with an oracle, a priestess through whom the gods speak. An inside source says Midas was instructed to bathe in the waters of River Pactolus, and the curse will be lifted. Today's top story, Midas bathes in River Pactolus. The river gleams of gold. The curse has been lifted. Everything Midas touched that turned to gold has been turned back. And King Midas is happy. Now he prays to the great gods in the sky and the winds, in the seas and the mountains. He prays for wisdom and power, knowledge and generosity, and moderation in all his ways. Signing out, this is Evnicus.